made it to layover in Seattle and just got the setup going here. Had a great call with Michael. We were discussing a little bit of this action here. So we're using Trello as an initial project management software. Obviously we're a team of 2, so it's not super important that it's like super robust with like Gantt chart or anything for those that have taken project management stuff in college. Doing a little bit of prep for the brands. We're getting all the back end stuff like legal, boring, etc., but also looking to bring on an editor, which I think I mentioned in the last video. So we're looking to work out a deal with myself, Jonas, and Michael for that so that we can just start hammering on content. I really want to get to the place where I'm doing at least 2 podcasts per month, 2 vlogs per month, maybe 1 depending on what's going on in life, and then 4 talking head videos like that old series I mentioned, which should be coming on the YouTube channel soon. Also a fun side thing that I'm working on. You guys obviously will know how much I think it's important for family and mythologizing your family. So my brother Nicholas asked for a revamp on the family crest. So we're using ChatGPT right now. This is our family crest there. And then working to bring incorporating this element here, which is the town in Germany where we're from. And this is the building with our crest on it. So this is not a strong start. This actually just came out, but we'll get back to work. I've got about an hour before the flight takes off for Bozeman, and then I'll meet Kieran there. Just wanted to film this as a little update for what I'm doing here, but fun things on the go. And yeah, I'll check back in probably in Bozeman. We made it to Montana, baby. Let's go. As you can tell from the antlers in the background, we are fully Bozeman coated. Kieran, my boy, who I'm staying with, is not here right now. He's picking up his parents from the airport, so I'm solo dolo. But we're here in the crib. Got the station set up for work over there. Need to get the standing desk situation sorted, but here in Bozeman, immediate reaction. Airport is beautiful. Everybody seems very friendly, very homogenous, safe city. The air is so clean. The views are amazing. We got steak tartare out for dinner last night, walked around downtown Bozeman, and the vibes are high. So got some work back there. Like I mentioned, whenever I mentioned it, it would have been probably the airport. Still sussing out this editor situation, potentially bringing somebody on to help just pump with volume and stuff. So this video may be edited by somebody. We're talking with a few different people right now, myself and Michael. A lot of stuff on the go, so excited to show you guys around Bozeman for the week. We're gonna get some hot spring action, some hiking action, training, great food. Like I said, Kieran's a raw primal guy, so lots of amazing high quality food here. As far as I already had some goat milk with my coffee this morning, but things are on the ups. We're in Bozeman for 2 weeks, so excited to be here, excited to keep cranking on stuff, and I'll keep the updates going as we go. Priority being continue to stay locked in on health and keep things moving with Vitruvian Virtus Athletica. I'm gonna make the commitment this week to get back into writing, so newsletter is back and pumping, top link in the old description. I just love to write and I need to do it more. So we'll be getting back into the writing, and yeah, I've got a call in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to hop off. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I wrapped up my calls for the day. Kieran is over there in the shade of this beautiful day, but sun's out, which means I'm out, and we are going to appreciate Montana for its beauty. Gotta get a little bit of barefoot walkage in, barefoot sprintage in, and then farmer's market later today to see some beautiful people, buy some beautiful food, and relish in the abundance of God's creation. Wowie. Hooray! Back for another walk in this beautiful landscape. And just kind of wanted to share my thoughts. Been cranking all morning on work and business. I love the feeling of just being overwhelmed with how busy I am getting. But yeah, as I mentioned, and you already would have seen it at this point, the LA vlog is going to be our first vlog I'm trying with an editor. We're going to trial out just one video at a time, see if we can try to improve. So I'm really excited about that as a step, because it'll allow me to put more of these out, improve the experience of you guys watching, but I can still, I don't know, it decreases the friction, the parts that I don't like, the spending time on editing. I'm getting more comfortable at this part, which I don't typically like, pulling out the camera. I do like to talk to you guys, and I think it's important to document. Additionally, me and Michael invested in Grok Super Heavy as an AI. I haven't gotten to play with it yet, but it's gonna be a huge tool for building Virtus Athletica and just honestly everything in general. Like, it's essentially, the way I like to think of it is like you're bringing on a full-time staff member with all of the knowledge of humankind for like $200 a month or whatever the price is. So I think that's gonna be a super useful investment, and it'll be kind of fun to just see what it can do for us. We live in such an insane time, because whereas before you would have had to hire somebody to do some of the stuff that it's gonna be able to do for us, and then before that, to learn any of this stuff, you would have had to go to a library. Crazy to think. So very blessed to be in this time doing this kind of thing. Also, am currently potentially shifting to a new sales offer, just something higher leverage where I can make more money for the same amount of time. I'm starting to realize I might be kind of goated with the sauce in the sales game. So had an interview this morning, went really well. That'll help support the mission, have just more cash flow, keep me remote working. Very blessed to have already been in the current offer and not necessarily leaving, but that's an update. Tonight, I don't know how much I'll film, but me and Kieran are going to hit some country dancing. That should be fun. And yeah, more fun out here in Montana. So beautiful and so peaceful. But the reason I wanted to bring the camera out is because I'm reflecting on travel as I am back on the road and its role in my life. That's what this week's newsletter is going to be about. It'll be out by now, so if you want to go back and read it, you'll have to subscribe to the top link of the description. But I'm writing just about travel in general and my reflections on it. And it's so weird, like at the exact same time of your life right now, so many different realities are happening all at once. And traveling, especially in short succession, which I don't totally love. I like slower travel, but you know, a couple of days ago I was in LA with Jonas, and like we had our routine, we had the gym we were going to, we could go to the beach to surf, and I was in like Torrance, Redondo, and Los Angeles. And then you blink and you're in Bozeman, Montana, and the scenery is so different. There's no ocean here, but there's vast mountains and fresh air, big wide roads. And Jonas is still in LA, and LA is still the same, and he's doing his life. And now I'm just here, and like I've quantum shifted. And then in like a week and a half's time, I'm gonna be in Boston with Kyle, and then in Miami with Homer Helios, and then I'm gonna see my family in Atlanta. And it's just this onward journey. So I think it just shows you how malleable reality is when you do travel, not only exposing you to new environments, but new versions of yourself. So more thoughts will be elucidated in the newsletter. I encourage you to check it out. But I just wanted to kind of come on here and yap on my walk. But those are my thoughts. We're back at the hill that I sprinted at yesterday. Aaron's wrapping up his afternoon cold calls, God bless him. That is not easy work. And then we'll head off to the gym in a bit. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Country dancing fit. Borrow these jeans from the boy Kieran. Gotta borrow some boots so I'm not barefoot. But this is the look for the evening. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So weird to film yourself in the mirror, but little summer linen action, kind of country tan energies. Hell yeah, brother. Maybe I'll sneak a couple clips at the bar, but I don't know how confident I'll be in front of all these whoever's there. Yeah. iPhone lighting kind of going crazy right now. Off to dance. We'll see what it's hitting for. Big sky country. Guten Morgen. I want to show you guys the absolute vibe we're curating right now. Check it out. Out here, right next to a babbling brook, and we're getting the newsletter going. No spoilers, but also, let me just bless you with this. Leo sent me this. This is the current soundscape. Can you hear that? Then me and Kieran are looking to get a hike off the grid today. Maybe find a little bit of a natural cold spring, hot spring, wild water of some kind. Apologize, recently woke up. And yeah, all good things on the horizon. Super, super excited, just jazzed on life. Feeding the earth, writing, being creative with a crazy, crazy background. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you guys for supporting. And check out the newsletter, because this one's a banger. I'm actually writing about travel and why I find it important. I think I mentioned that in a previous clip, but we'll see how the editor works with this stuff. I love you guys, but I gotta get back into the writing chair. We're headed that way. We out here. We are out here. As Kieran just pointed out, you tell me if this is geology or architecture. Looks pretty much like a castle to me. I mean, look at that. Yoink. Who's to say really, but it's a little bit organized up here, in my opinion. We made it! Damn. And it's a long way down. What lake is that way?
That's the reservoir we just came up through.
Highlight Reservoir. And then, is it behind this peak? That's the one we're gonna hike?
Highlight Peak, yeah.
Other side of this one?
Yeah.
Nice. Life without them.
No groids up here.
Not a single groid in sight. Just people enjoying the moment. iPhone's in airplane mode. Big wide expanse. We made it back down to the bottom. And you best believe we're getting a sip of this fresh mountain water. See how we can get down here. Delicious.
Well, when I first started coming up here, there was nobody. It was not known.
To provide some context here, I'll go behind and I don't want to get camera. Kieran is leading us. These dolmens, not even a high-key exposed site here in Bozeman, but we're not in Bozeman anymore. Montana. Where are we at?
South of Helena.
South of Helena. They're known as the Montana Megaliths. The dolmens here. We'll get there. But these huge megalithic rocks. Apparently there's a sphinx here. As we all know, the Egyptians made their long trip to Montana. Put it here, obviously. So that's human scale. Look at that thing. Holy shit. Holy crap. The heck is this thing? What are we saying, Kieran?
What do we say?
What are we saying? Thoughts, feelings?
It's not natural.
I definitely don't think nature put it there. Because I don't know what kind of weather pattern makes something like that.
Oh.
It's so big. Wow. It's really hard to appreciate the scale. Like, bonk. What do you think? Maybe probably 30 feet tall?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Wow. The gap. I bet, yeah, I was gonna say people have. I mean, bro, it's like barely placed there. Like something delicately was just like, let me just move this
Or like it was shaped.
1,000-ton object. Yeah, who knows what all this is too? Like, what? I mean, look at this one.
There's a whole
What the hell is that guy?
Yeah,
Or those guys? Up straight up the hill. What the?
And there was another head on top of it.
Yep.
Could have been.
See the face? Wow. It's definitely Sphinx-esque.
The Dama de Elche. It's a figurine, like a Greek figurine that they found in Spain. Supposedly however many thousands of years old. Looks exactly like this. But they found that figure all over the place. In China, in Spain, in Greece. The Sphinx that was changed to look like a cat. It wasn't originally a cat.
What was it? Lion?
Could have been something like this.
That whole ridgeline just carries on. There's more over there.
Yeah, dude, it's this whole, it's the batholith. If you get up on top of the Sphinx, you can then look at this ridge, and this ridge has even more.
Wow. How many miles is it, the batholith?
Like 100 miles.
Definitely feels a little magical. Really magical. It's crazy. Can you guys feel the energy difference here versus when we were down there? Like, especially when we started rolling through? Yeah, it's like way different up here.
The elk horns are also a really special mountain range. It's some of the best elk hunting in the world.
Wow. Personal side.
From megalithic brick site to strange building in Montana, we found this place. Boulder Hot Springs. Some sort of healing hot spring, but really cool building.
Oh, okay. I don't know though. But then you take the Pacific coast all the way down. You can go all the way down to Bozeman.
Reminds me of the guy who like went into federal about this in Atlanta maybe with a shotgun a couple days ago. I should break that out. Did you look at a lot of
Walking through Endor. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And then there's another bar.
Is that classical?
It's Argentinian actually.
We are inbound for a hike today. Myself and Kieran plan to ascend, what's it called?
Highlight Peak.
Highlight Peak. It's about 7-8 miles up each direction, correct?
Yeah, about 8 miles each way.
8 miles each way, 10 to 11K elevation. And
Well, yeah, that's the elevation. The elevation gain on the hike isn't that much.
Either way, we'll get some thin air action. And unfortunately, yesterday at Fairy Lake, the first time I stepped in the water, I cut the bottom of my foot and toe open. So we're strapped and bandaged. I don't want to make excuses, but hurts pretty good. Luckily, the toe socks should keep the bandage in place. But we're just gonna grit the teeth and figure it out because I feel like I'd regret not doing it. We're both underpooped and underslept. But this is what being a young man is all about. You just get out there and get after a summit. So I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Have to do a call on the way there with a new opportunity I'm looking into, and then we'll see you at the base of the trail. And here we have the wild Kieran slunking eggs before. Hey, buddy. Hey. Premium jet fuel here. Straight to the brain. Yum. We prepare for the ascent, about 8 miles up. Can't even see the peak because we're so, I guess, close to the base, but should be a good one. Foot doesn't hurt too bad. It's kind of like the worst blister you've ever had kind of feeling, not like a true gash. Onward and upward to see the Misty Mountain. And we're gonna go here and then back down. Peak at 10.3K.
So we go up to Highlight Lake and then we take this green trail.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Let's go. A little bear warning. Left the bear spray at home. That's definitely on your boy here. My bad. We'll be loud. Onward. But yeah, as I was saying, I was thinking about it and like walking with that like pain. It sucks a little bit, but I was on the drive up here. People like are in chronic pain, you know, and they still come out for stuff like this. Like they wake up every day for the rest of their life and their leg hurts. And it's small stuff like this that reminds you how much of a privilege it is just to move without pain.
Yeah.
I talked about something similar when I did my marathon with no training earlier this year. Like my knee was just fucked by the end of it. And it reminds you, like, I passed this dad pushing his son who was like a wheelchair autist kid, like literally couldn't walk. It's like stuff like that, you know. Your cross to bear is so much smaller, so I got 2 good legs. I'm not gonna be like, my toesy hurts. I can't climb the mountain. Scenes though, absolute scenes. Hey bear!
Hey bear!
We saw our first black bear somewhere down there. He came across here, and it was a kiddo, so my concern is that mama's nearby. Hey bear! Yeah, we'll just keep an eye out. We've happened upon, oh, that's pretty far down.
Really good sound there.
Yeah, true. I don't know if you can hear me. Kind of hard to see there. Wow, yeah, you can't see it, but it goes way up there. Very nice. We approach the summit. Hard to say how far out we are exactly, but there it is. Onward. You know, this specific spot reminds me of, it's like those YouTube videos where a chick's playing a harp. It's like 1 hour of maiden music.
Yeah, they didn't hike 8 miles to get up here though.
They definitely did not. They just went to Switzerland or whatever, where it's everywhere. We came from way down there. Down there. True. Yeah, we actually drove that exact road. Ugh. Definitely have to say the grade, you feel it for sure. This last like mile, 2 miles is like, we're going up. Everything else has been like switchbacks. Onward to Mordor. Yellowstone, the final saddle, and that's our peak, right?
Yep.
Almost there. Boy, we outside. We are outside. Wow. 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 There's the ice we saw Grand Rising. Gonna head out to the great outdoors here because Kieran is on a call. And it's raining. No. I guess we'll just sit on the rocking chair instead of heading out to the table. Time in Bozeman is coming to an end. And yeah, last you would have seen we summited Highlight Peak, which was awesome. Very grateful we did it. Shockingly hard. The reason there's no clips after the summit is because we still had 5 hours of descent at least. And that's the fast path down, because not only is it far, but as I told you, there's like about a quarter-sized wound on the bottom of my foot. And after summiting and going downhill, it started to really hurt. So I was basically limping my way down. Very reminiscent, if you go back a few vlogs, to the sort of experience at the very end of the marathon with no training, where my knee was just stabbing pain and I couldn't really move faster than a walk. Now, obviously we weren't running, although at some period we did decide to just start running. One of the miles on the way down, we just started to like hill sprint down because we wanted to get home so bad. But again, going into it, and I think I talked about this before, I knew that my body would heal in a number of days. I'm already on the mend, and I would have regretted not doing it. And then also, people wake up in chronic pain every single day, and that never goes away for them, and they still go about their life and accomplish great things. So it's a privilege to be able to have a resilient body and use it. So summited Highlight. Next day was kind of recovery, just did sauna, obviously been knocking out work, taking calls. And last night we got dinner with one of Kieran's friends, and now I'm onward to Boston. So super excited for the onward journey. After Boston, Miami to see Homer Helios. Got some cool content planned there. But yeah, just super excited and grateful for life. It seems like everything I think about, not just in this tiny traveling period, but even in the next chapters of my life, I'm just so excited, and it's cool to be documenting it. I'm feeling more and more passionate and excited about being creative. I'm getting more comfortable just firing from the hip, making content. You can obviously follow on X and Instagram for like daily stuff, and then YouTube trying to get a better cadence. Last vlog you would have seen was the first from an editor, so shout out the boy Austin, who's going to be editing for us, at least for now. Really excited. It was a surreal feeling to send clips up into a Dropbox folder and then get a vlog of my life back done. I don't know if other people, there's almost no way to make that land except for other creators, but really cool to just have that happen, like that kind of a surreal experience, hard to describe. But certainly once I can alleviate the vlog editing and the podcast especially, I'll get a ton more of my time back, and also lower the friction in my head to doing more, because then I don't have to be like, oh, I have to edit this later and it's going to take me 4 hours. I can just start firing for you guys, putting more content out, which I know is needed ultimately. And I have the capacity, which means I have the duty to do so. So yeah, without turning this into too much of a yap sesh, I got to continue doing laundry, hitting coffee, a little bit of work this morning, and then onto the beautiful and quaint Bozeman Airport, where I'll be flying to Minneapolis, and then from Minneapolis onward to Boston. I get in at like 12:20 a.m., which is brutal, but should be able to rest and recover. I don't have to wake up too early for work on Friday. Chill day, seeing some friends, and yeah, onward to the rest of the adventure. But sending love and energy to everybody who sees this. Remember to be the Renaissance, and I'll see you guys in the next one.